But I just want to come on through and let you know that, yes, love does exist. Universal love does exist. And so many people are going to come forward and focus on other things existing. And that's usually beliefs, okay? Indoctrinated in our beliefs. And I sense, unless something happens deep within, that person is going to die believing. And in most cases, we do believe a lot of supernatural things, okay? We believe a lot of folklore, okay? And however, let me make this very clear. We are responsible for what is happening to us.
Welcome to the Evolution of the Consciousness podcast. Love is spoken here. With your host and guide, Michelle Carithers.
Morning, everybody. Michelle is here. Evolution of the Consciousness. Love is spoken here. And I want to come on through on this Wednesday, November the 28th, 2023, to put some sounds in your ear. I hope everybody's doing fantastic, magnificently, and marvelous, because I am. And wanted to come on through to let you know how I'm doing. I told you I'm magnificently fantastic, just happy and enthusiastic. All right, stumbling over my words. Because I do have a lot of enthusiasm, some happiness going on in there as well, some energy, everything's flowing properly. And that's an inside job. It's an inside job. To get things moving like that and get you moving like that, it is a inside job exclusively. So what do I mean? I mean, you paint the picture, you make the sounds, you generate the feelings and emotions and the sensing and receiving based on what? What are you thinking about? So I asked that question throughout the day, just to keep me grounded in my reality. I said, Michelle, what are you thinking about? Is that something that you need to deal with? Is that something you need to resolve? And in most cases, it doesn't even it doesn't even belong to me. So what am I saying? Based on the circumstances we are faced with overcrowdedness of materialism, which includes human beings, we are spreading our energy all over the place. And unfortunately, that's causing major damage to our consciousness. So it's an inside job, however, to resolve it. Okay. So there are going to be so many people coming forward, so many, and they're going to attempt to help you, resolve situations. They're going to give you a lot of advice. They're going to give you a lot of quotes. They're going to do everything in their power to help you. But guess what? That's an inside job. And until that is established and accepted, it's going to be just very difficult. Anything anyone is doing for you is just going to fall off, especially when it becomes overwhelming, because it will. We're in a holiday season, okay? The weather outside, it has a slight overcast, almost like grayish clouds. I see people are dressed kind of as if it's a little cold out there or cool out there. They have their knit caps, their jackets. I have a lot of errands to run today. I'm going to be out and about handling my business. But I just want to come on through and let you know that, yes, love does exist. Universal love does exist. And so many people are going to come forward and focus on other things existing. And that's usually beliefs. Okay. indoctrinated in our beliefs. And I sense, unless something happens deep within, that person is going to die believing. And in most cases, we do believe a lot of supernatural things. Okay. We believe a lot of folklore. Okay. And however, let me make this very clear. We are responsible for what is happening to us. Okay. No one's doing anything to us. No one has that control over us. Yet, because of our complacency and lack of knowing, we've allowed ourselves to be spinning on rhetoric, on unreasonable, irrational content, which has caused us to spiral in a vortex of an abyss, uncertainty, you name it. However, the good news, and I'm telling you, that's why I'm enthusiastic and happy. The good news is you can change that. You can change the uncertainties and make them certain. You can change some of the unreasonable behaviors and make them reasonable. The same thing with irrationality. You can change all of that. Excuse the noise. This is a jumping neighborhood. You know what I mean? It has a lot of activity, a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. I enjoy it right now because I know that this is where I need to be right now. So I've adapted. But let me get back to this. It's an inside job, which is what I mean is an innermost being if you want to change your situation. Okay. A lot of us, like myself and others, are going to come through. However, I'm going to come through and share with you some things about how I was able to recognize that and how I was able to materialize, the things I need, the things I want, but more importantly, the experiences I need and the experiences I want. That way I can continue to develop and evolve my consciousness. Because at the end of the day, during these final hours, it is about nothing more, nothing less than the evolution of your consciousness. And I've put out plenty of content on that on my YouTube channel and with the podcasts and eventually face-to-face conversations with people, which I look forward to that. That way I can pick up the energy and know what's really going on, because that's how I roll. I like the exchange of energy. I know that if I can assist, I know that I can help. But at the same time, everything's free will. And you need to accept it within that you're willing to accept help from people. But, I caution you to be discerning and, turn it into a fun activity and take it off the personal and make it impersonal and see what happens. So I like to flow and flow with the energy, which means I'm going to do what? Make mistakes. I may get myself in some situations that I may not like. So my life is going to still be flowing regardless. I want to bring in some like-mindedness into my life, as I've said from the beginning, to navigate these uncharted waters together, these uncharted paths, because we all have our own individual path, but we can all also walk towards those paths in parallel, meaning we have the same parallel energy. We have the goals in mind, and I welcome that as well. To be able to have open conversations where we're safe, and we're allowed to have our theories and opinions and not be scrutinized and the battling as we've all been faced with going on social media, going on in individual lives. We're at war, literally, figuratively, and metaphorically. And until we end the war within, it's going to be next to impossible to end the war outside of us, between us, with us. So that's my goal. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm learning, I'm developing, I'm growing, the INGing, as I said. And I welcome others to come along with this as well. I appreciate, again, I want to send out universal love and love to my silent supporters, meaning you support what I'm doing, but you know that you have something to do as well, but you understand my revolution, my silent revolution. You understand my intentions. And I know at the right time, we're going to all come together. And I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it right now. Go ahead and start my day. I got a busy day ahead. But I just want to let you know, universal love does exist. And love does exist. Evolution of the consciousness. Love is spoken here. I'm msmichellecarithers.
Thank you so much for listening to the Evolution of the Consciousness podcast. Please make sure to leave us a review. If you wish to ask a question to Michelle, you can leave her an email at msmichellecarithers@gmail.com.